Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda and I'm from amandacrochets.com, and in today's tutorial I'm going to teach you how to make this simple ripple stitch. This is a very basic chevron stitch that beginners can learn if you are totally unfamiliar with how to make a chevron stitch, or if you are of more a seasoned crocheter and you never quite understood how to make a chevron or a ripple stitch. This is an easy beginner crochet stitch that will help you learn the art of making those ripples. So in this tutorial I will give you the stitch multiple in order to make this at any size that you would like. However, in today's tutorial I'm just going to be showing you this small swatch. So gather up your yarn and let's begin. So for the simple ripple stitch you're going to need a size H 5mm crochet hook, and you're going to need Caron Simply Soft yarn. However, if you want to use any other yarn weight or any other hook size that's coordinating with your yarn, you can certainly do so. You can use whatever yarn and whatever hook size you would like. So for this simple ripple stitch, the stitch multiple is a multiple of 10 plus 2. That means you're going to make your chain 10 plus 10 plus 10 into your desired width, and then you are going to add 2 more chains to the very end. Since today is just going to be a sample swatch, we're going to make a chain that is 32, and again you can make any chain multiple of 10 plus 2. So 10 times 3 is 30 plus 2 equals 32. So that's what our swatch is going to be today. So to make a chain, you're going to do yarn over your hook and pull through that loop on your hook. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Continue your chain until you have 32 chains, or a multiple of 10 plus 2. Okay, now that you have your chain of 32, or again your multiple of 10 plus 2, we're going to begin row 1. For row 1, you're going to skip the first 2 chains, and this is going to count as your first double crochet. So that loop on your hook does not count. You're going to count 2 chains, so 1 and 2, and in that third chain from your hook, you're going to make 1 double crochet. So to make a double crochet, you're going to yarn over your hook, insert your hook into that third chain from your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the remaining 2 loops on your hook. And that's how you make a double crochet. You're going to make 1 double crochet in the next 3 chains. So again, yarn over your hook, insert your hook into that chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Again, yarn over your hook, insert your hook into that next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So you have 3 double crochets, you need to make 1 more. So again, yarn over your hook, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, 3 loops on your hook, sorry, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So those skipped 2 chains at the beginning are going to count as your double crochet, and then you have 4 other double crochets here. Okay, next you're going to skip 2 chains, and in the stitch after that you're going to make 1 double crochet in the next 4 chains. So you're going to skip 2 chains, so 1 and 2, and in the chains after that you're going to make 1 double crochet in the next 4 chains. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now by us skipping those 2 chains, this is going to form your valley. So your chevron or your ripple is going to start from the top and work its way down to the valley, and then you're working back up to the peak. So once you reach that, then you're going to chain 2, and in the very next chain you're going to make 1 double crochet in the next 4 chains. So chain 2, in the next chain you're going to make 1 double crochet in the next 4 chains. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then this is going to be your peak, so the top of that ripple. Okay, and then you're just going to repeat this. So again, you're going to start with that valley, so you're going to skip 2 chains, so 1 and 2, and in the chain after that you're going to make 1 double crochet in the next 4 chains. Okay, you're in chain 2, and in that very next chain make 1 double crochet in the next 4 chains. Okay, skip 2 chains, 1 and 2, and make 1 double crochet in each of the next. So when you get to the end, you should have 6 chains left. So you're going to repeat what I just showed you until you have 6 chains left, and then what you're going to do is you're going to double crochet in the next 3 chains. So 1, 2, and 3. And then you should have 1 chain left, and in that very last chain you're going to make 2 double crochets. So again, you're going to repeat that sequence all the way until you have 6 chains remaining, and then when you have 6 chains remaining, you're going to skip 2 double crochet in the next 1 double crochet in the next 3 chains, and again in that very last chain 2 double crochets. So this is what row 1 looks like. Again, it's a very simple ripple stitch, and all you need to know how to do is make a chain and double crochet. So to begin row 2, you're going to chain 3 and turn. Your chain 3 is going to count as your first double crochet. So we're going to start row 2 by making a double crochet in that very first stitch. So your very first stitch is going to be here. So you have your chain 3, and then you have your very first stitch. So you're going to make your double crochet into that very first stitch, making sure to grab both of those loops. So if you turn your work a little bit, you can see those 2 loops. And make a double crochet in that very first stitch. Next, you're going to make 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. You're going to skip the next 2 stitches, so this stitch right here and this stitch right here, and you're going to make 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So again, skip the next 2, and in the stitch after that make 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. Okay, so when you reach your peak, you should have this chain 2 space right here, and what you're going to do is you're going to go right in that space and make a double crochet, chain 2, and you're going to go right back in that chain 2 space and make 1 more double crochet. Just like that. Next, you're going to make 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. You're at your valley again, so what you're going to do is skip those 2 stitches, and the stitch after that make 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. When you get to that chain 2 space, you're going to make 1 double crochet, chain 2, and 1 more double crochet in that chain 2 space. One double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. Skip 2 stitches and make 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. Okay, now to end your row, you're going to have those chain 2s from the very beginning. So you're going to find the top of that chain 2, so 1 and 2, and in that top of the chain 2 you're going to make 2 double crochets into that same space. And then that was what 2 rows look like. So you always want to build on top of the same stitches, so whenever you have that valley you're going to skip 2 chains and you're immediately just going to go into your double crochets. And then when you get to that peak or that chain 2 space, you're going to make that increase by doing a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, all into that same space. Now for row 3 and beyond, you're going to repeat row 2 over and over again. So if you need help, just click back on the video where I start row 2, and that will give you a very good indicator of how to complete this pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and make a few more rows just so you understand what the stitch looks like in a little bit of a bigger swatch, and I will meet back up with you and show you the end result. Okay, so I did a few more rows, and again, this is what the simple ripple stitch looks like. Again, this is very easy for beginners. If you are new to learning how to make a chevron stitch or the ripple stitch, this is definitely an easy beginner introduction pattern for that. Or if you're even more of a seasoned crocheter and you just never quite got the hang of how to make a chevron or a ripple stitch before, this is definitely an easy pattern to become familiar with before moving on to something a little bit more complicated. But this is the simple ripple stitch, as I mentioned, and I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. You can definitely use any yarn that you would like and any coordinating hook size. As I mentioned, you can use a thinner weight yarn, you can use a thicker weight yarn. This will be a great project for blankets or a scarf, and you can definitely switch up the colors as you desire. Now I do have a project in the works using this stitch, and it's going to be a fall throw blanket, and I'm super excited to show you that. So be on the lookout on my channel for that in the next few weeks, and you will definitely enjoy that, as I am completely obsessed with that blanket. So I'm excited to show that pattern to you once I finish it. But again, this is the simple ripple stitch. Thank you so much for joining me today on learning how to make the simple ripple stitch, and I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Thank you so much, and please like, comment, and subscribe to see all future videos by me. And as always, happy crocheting! Bye!